Hello everyone. Today I just want to do a little follow-up video for my beloved Ben Hogan by Great Eastern Cutlery. This one is in antique autumn cheekbone. Just a really wonderful, lovely color, and I don't think my camera actually does it justice how sweet this bone is. Yeah, I was really stoked getting it. Sorry, a little bit dirt on the blade. I just cleaned it up and it seems like the oil is doing its job. I was extremely stoked about this knife. I searched for a very long time for the knife that would fit my expectations and needs. Went over a lot of different reviews, whether to take a one-bladed, two-bladed knife. Had a look at all the different blade shapes, and as well my budget was of course a factor at the time. And this knife is actually, it's a fun story, because when I saw this style first time I was like, no, never ever I gonna get this. It's just this hump here and it's just looking weird. But the more videos I saw about it in hand, and the size and the length, and how it's just really sweet for EDC, food prep, and anything you can imagine, it grew on me extremely already from pictures. And eventually I went and bought this one over the wooden, like the wood version, which was I think bloodwood, and I'm very happy with it. So this is just a quick follow-up. I'm still happy with the knife very much. It's riding in the pocket like it's not there, but it's giving you this like 3.5 inch I think blade length. And yeah, it's just a classy, wonderful knife. It's really the right knife for a woodsman, and that's, I'm taking pride in this title. Woodsman's Finest is really the name of the game. And yeah, I love traditional like modern folding knives as well, for being one-handed and all these other features, but this knife just has a different kind of soul. So the follow-up, I just want to mention a few things. First of all, as I stated, this was not perfectly centered when I got it. It actually is pretty much perfectly centered, I have to say. It's a little bit depending. I think like sometimes I open close and it's perfect, sometimes it's just a fraction to the left, but more or less perfect. And I've experienced that so far from all GC knives, and that's awesome. Some of the transitions are not completely flush, and I realized it, and I'm not sure if it's due to different moisture content in the air where I'm living or something like that. But on the back, like everybody is stating, everything is so sweet and flush and stuff. It's not really here. Like when you run your fingers over, or your nails even, like it would shave off your fingernails. So that's something I realized. It doesn't bother me at all in daily use, because, well, I just have it in my dragon skin hands and it doesn't do anything. But yeah, if you want to be picky about it as a collector or something like that, these are not flush. Another thing, as you noticed in the half stop, the tang is protruding. Actually, it's not flush, and I guess the tang is just a little bit long in there. When I put it that way, I can see it protruding here, and I guess I could just file it off a little bit, and it's just exactly the amount sticking out. So it's just a manufacturing tiny flaw. It doesn't bother me because I'm a user, and I don't do anything with it that way. But if you're a collector again and you're picky about these things, and it's a Northfield, you know, it's not the cheapest line, so probably they should get that right as well. Here there's a little gap, it's not too pretty, but it's really solid. Like there's zero side to side play, as I understand from one of Apostle P's videos. That's due to this really long bolster here. Gives it really amazing stability. There's nothing, like not a fraction, not a hair, just like a fixed blade. And then it has a very nice and stiff back spring. So oiled as it is, usually I can kind of pinch it and it's okay right now, but it's hard to pinch, and it's definitely more of a hard pull. Not exactly a nail breaker, but I don't know, maybe if your nails are a little bit thinner or something, it would be. Another thing I want to state, and that's probably my biggest issue with this knife, although I love it to bits, but it actually, I don't know the exact term for that in English, but the blade right here actually hits the back spring on the back inside. I don't know how, because if I look at it, I look inside, it doesn't seem like it's hitting, but I sharpened it up to hair popping sharp, and there was no flaw at all. And then yeah, after opening and closing, and this is what I really like doing with this knife, I just play around with it, like the beautiful walk and talk, guys. It's really like it's oiled up right now. It's like butter. But yeah, I just noticed that the rolling appeared on the knife again. So that's just something I have to live with. And I guess I heard that some of those knives here have that problem. I'm not too sure if my 72 does. I had a look at it, but I wasn't really sure if that was just because it was not properly sharpened for a while, and I haven't yet done the test. But there's another GC coming in, and I'm gonna have a look at it. But it's just something you have to live with. It's a tiny bit of rolling here. It's still quite sharp. I don't feel, maybe I feel the rolling just a tiny little bit, but I can see it. Sorry, my camera is probably not picking that up. It's right here. But yeah, that's something you probably want to know. Yeah, that's just a quick follow-up video of this stunningly beautiful classic knife that is just so nice for EDC. It's a wonderful length. Whoops. It's a wonderful length. Disappears in your pocket. Very classic, beautiful clip point. And yeah, something I don't want to forget about is the patina. I gave it, after a long back and forth thinking if I want to have something build up, or I thought, like, I don't want to have it completely uniform, and I don't want to have patches of anything. If patches, then I kind of want to have them my way. And I just experienced around a little bit, and the patina changes a lot. So in the beginning it was bright rainbow colors. Now they only appear a tiny bit if you turn it in the right direction. But other than that, it just got this interesting Damascus kind of look to it. Then I polished a little bit on the spine and on the clip to have a little bit of contrast. So yeah, guys, I hope you had a good time watching. If you have any questions about this knife or my other reviews, please just write them in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in today. Please check out the other videos on my channel about greenwood carving, knife and axe techniques, some of my products, and of course knife and EDC reviews. And if you had a good time, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna see you next time.